Hi Kipsters, it's Miss Diaz. I'm really excited for another math video where we get to work together on math. Your teachers have been telling me that you've been doing an amazing job, so let's see if you can impress them with our quick tens strategy today. So what we're going to do is we're going to learn two different ways that we can use our quick 10 drawings to add big numbers together. So watch me as I show you the first way to use your quick tens to again add big numbers together. So my number sentence is 15 plus 18. So the very first thing I have to do to add these two is I drew each number using a quick 10 and then I drew circles to represent the ones. So for example, with 15, I drew a 10. Remember, it's a quick 10. And then I drew 5 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I drew 18 with a quick 10, and then 8 ones. The next step that I have to do is I'm going to first start off by adding my tens together. 10, 20. So again, 10, 20. And I cannot forget the ones. So instead of doing this 10, 20, 30, 40, I can't keep counting by tens because I already counted my tens. So I have to start counting by ones. So I said 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. So my answer is 33. 15 plus 18 is 33. And now another way that we can use our quick tens is to count on. When we count on, we put the biggest number in our head and we keep counting. So 25 plus 18. If you remember what we just did, we first started off by counting the tens and the ones. But in this one, we're not going to do that. So remember, my first step, I drew each number with quick tens and used circles for the ones. So I made 25 and then I made 18. Let's look at the next step. I count on from the biggest number and add 10. And you can see our little friend here is helping us know which one is the biggest number. It's 25. So I'm just going to say, okay, 25. So just like our little friend here, put that number in your head, 25. But I wonder what it means to add 10. Oh, it's talking about add the 10 from 18. Okay, 25, 35. If you remember from our other two videos, we practiced adding 10. And it was so easy to add a 10 just like this because all we had to do was add 1 to the tens place. So it became 35. So again, 25, 35. And now the very last thing I have to do is count my ones. So 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43. So I added and got all the way to 43 as my answer. So let's try that one more time. I counted on, so I put the biggest number in my head, 25. And then I said 35. And remember, we know how to add a 10 super quickly now. 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43. I got my answers 43. All right, so now you get to practice on your own, but I already helped you out and I drew out those quick tens for you. So what I want you to do is I want you to have your pencil and your paper ready, and you can pause the video and make sure that you write each of these number sentences down and then also draw the quick tens and the ones just like I did so that we can practice together. All right, Kipsters, I hope you paused the video and I hope you made those number sentences on your paper. So let's start with the first one so you can also write it down. 16 plus 20. I think Kipsters that for this one, We should count all our tens first and then we can add our ones. So let's see. 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. All right, Kipsters, I hope that you counted along with me. Let's write our answer down. You can write your answer down on your paper. Okay, let's move on to the next one. So the next one is 21 plus 13. So for this one, I think let's count our tens again and then our ones. 10, 20. Oh, we did forget to make a 1. So right now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make a little 1. Remember, we were trying to draw the number 21. Okay, so let's go back and make sure you have your quick tens and your ones on your paper too. 10, 20, 21. Perfect. All right, so remember, we're going to start by counting our tens first. 10, 20, 30. And now we count by ones to count all the ones. 31, 32, 33, 34. So my answer is 34. So let's go ahead and write that down before we forget. I write 34 as our answer. Now the next one, 32 plus 11. I think hipsters for this one, we're going to use our counting on strategy. And if you remember, like our little friend in the previous page, he put the biggest number in his head. So right now on your paper, I want you to point to the biggest number in your head. You got it. The biggest number in 32 plus 11 is 32. So what we're going to do is say 32. And now we're going to count on 32, 30 or 42, 43. So let's do that one more time. 32, 42, 43. So our answer is 43. So let's write that down. 43. All right, Kipsters. So remember, we have two different ways that we can add with our quick tens and ones. The first one, remember, is when we just add our tens together and then we start counting all our ones. The other way that we can do it is we put the biggest number in our head and then we count on. So we said, 32 was the biggest number, 32, and then we counted on. We added a 10, 42, and then we added our ones that we still have, 43. So we got our answer is 43. So as we do this next one, and we'll take our answers away from the previous problems. So as you do these next ones, just like before, pause the video and solve on your own, and then come back just when you have solved. So if you look at these number sentences, I'm thinking, Kipsters, that you're all going to get the right answer and have really beautiful work shown with your quick tense. So make sure that you have your pencil or your pen and your paper and write these number sentences down. And then come back to see, does your work match Miss Diaz's work? All right, Kipsters, you should have solved on your own. And I showed you the way that I did this work. So I want you to right now look at your own work and see, did you get really amazing work? And I know that right here, our friend Olaf is super excited to see your work too. So in your work, you should have also drawn your quick tens and your ones to get your answer. And for the next part, what I want you to do for the exit ticket is for each of these number sentences, solve using your quick tens. And remember, you can either add your tens and then your ones, or you can put the biggest number in your head and then count on. and then send your exit ticket work to your teacher so they can be so amazed at the amazing work that you did. So don't forget to send that work to your teacher. Until next time, Kipsters.